Okay, so in the last episode, we sort of talked about how creepy and almost exhausting it would be if the line between front stage and backstage completely blurred. Because that would simply mean that you'll always have to be on all the time. You look at someone, wave all the time, smile, and reply to things, make sure that people see you exist. I mean, it also brings us to this question of like, do you really exist if people don't see you? This is what we're going to be talking about in the coming weeks.
Is like slowly like swallowing you deep inside. Like this is what Han argues about. It's not about like, you know, not like every day is like going to be different or like new or something like that. It's just like Han is saying like, what if this is like it? You need to perform every day. Every 2 hours, check your phone, check what's the details on social media going on.
Any new notifications? Do you have any new messages? Because you always look forward to receiving something. Every like you get, every comment you get, every single reaction you get on social media, in whatever form it is, sort of gives you a dopamine rush, right? Like the moment you see, oh, that's like a sense of acknowledgement you receive from people.
Han is not like a typical philosopher. He said something like very dark, even like before this much technology has developed. So we are like going to be looking at like his references, Goffman references from like then, like 1950s to like comparing Han's theories to his and how much they make sense because like we're exhausting ourselves to the point where like we are fake, but we're trying to prove that we're authentic.
Exactly. It's like you're being fake by trying to show you're real.
Yeah. You know what's the meaning of all this? It's like, you know, no one is forcing us to like put on this act,
Yeah.
perform. It's like we are performing ourselves because we need that validation.
Exactly.
Where Han's words hit differently, he says like too much burnout comes from too much positivity. So Han believes in like this real depth that's like disappearing from all of us. Like everything is so shiny, it's so smooth. You can just scroll, you can just swipe. Like it's like we don't sit with our feelings anymore.
Yeah.
We post them. We make it like very accurate. Like depending on how major the whatever the feeling is. Like you divide it, you put it on your story, or you make a reel
But
about
that
it.
shrinks things, right?
Yeah, we
Like if
don't
you're
sit with our
having,
feelings
we
anymore.
don't sit with our feelings at all. Like if you're having a heartbreak, dude, imagine you have like a super solid relationship of, imagine, let's say 10 plus years, or let's say like 4 5 years, which is a solid relationship, and then you shrink it into a 1 minute IG reel, or like a, you know, 4 5 second story on your Instagram, and then you
make
talk about it
content.
just for the sake of content. And then obviously, it's not just about the storytelling, right? You have to dim the light.
We don't process the heartbreak, but this is how people normalized
Yeah.
process of heartbreak. We post stories. The more shorter all these things become, like trends disappear in 3 4 days. Stories disappear in 24 hours. The deeper it loses its meaning.
Forget this. Even Instagram Reels, which used to be very short, it's a 1 minute reel, right?
Yeah,
I
now
think the
they're like
maximum.
15 seconds.
Forget 15 seconds. You have the option to forward a reel. Like when you're watching a reel, there's an option to increase the speed of the reel to
Yeah, yeah,
1.5.
yeah, 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 yeah.
People don't have the attention
Brain
span to
rotting.
watch a 1 minute or 15 second
Brain
reel.
rotting.
Even a brain rot, they don't have the attention span to watch. Imagine what our generation is coming to. I know I sound like a grandma, but like, look at it scientifically.
Han literally says that nothing sits with us anymore.
Nothing
It's
sits
like
with us.
we skin life instead of like living it. So like all these things, it's like very not materialistic also. Like there's no meaning
Very
anymore.
superficial, very
Yeah,
surface level.
yeah. Like our entire generation is in like this emotional crisis is what I feel like.
Yeah.
This is exactly what like Kaufman was talking about. The backstage. It was for us to be messed up. It was for us to be like laid back version of ourselves. Like to be imperfect with our own consequences. Now there's no line of that anymore. Like if you see what Han was trying to tell in like non things or like selfies even, People take pictures of everything.
I think the same. If I see something cute, if I see a pretty sunset, if I see that the sky is pink, I take a picture and I post it with a beautiful background song. Can you blame me? No, because that's what I'm seeing. That's what I see other people doing.
This is exactly what Hans says. He says like because of the digital life, the backstage is completely destroyed.
Yeah.
There's like even if we are like alone, we're subconsciously like trying to curate it into something.
So this constant thing of like, oh, I need to show them what I eat. Oh, I need to show them what I'm wearing. Outfit of the day in my life. Every single thing you do becomes a showpiece. And this really brings people to what is called the fatigue of being visible.
Here's where like Khan's words go deeper. He says like, you know, we've replaced external surveillance like government, parents, and like society with self surveillance. Yeah, because like you see, every day we're like so conscious about what we have to do the entire day. We lay out our entire day, and on top of that, now people have to record themselves now. They change clothes in front of their camera now.
It's so addictive and toxic that you lose your sense of authenticity completely. The moment you start thinking about how to create authenticity, you immediately lose it.
You become the audience and the performer, the observer, and you observe yourself. Like it's like you watch yourself live that you stop living. This is what I think Goffman and Han I think were relatable with their, all these theories and
Like your entire personality, your entire identity itself becomes your product, becomes your brand, it becomes a commodity. When that line completely blurs, it's scary the extent to which people might go for seeking that validation. If you talk about vulnerability, having an intimate moment with someone is the time when you're most vulnerable.
what is, like what is Han trying to warn us? Like all these things that we do to put ourselves out there, it's like slowly trying to like erase our life, like the life we need to perceive through our normal this thing without like the digital version of yourself, the online version, or like no other version, just you.
Do you really give yourself time to be messy, be emotional, be depressed, be venting out? When do you actually genuinely vent out?
Han says that like burnouts today isn't just like physical. It's like existential, or like
Yeah.
it's just like it's a part of our identity at this point, burnouts.
And if you're constantly thinking about putting yourself out there, being seen in its very essence, do you really take time out to think who you would be as a person when
Okay.
no one, like when you don't have an audience?
Like an influencer can be authentic to a certain level, but even after that certain level is over, they don't lose like authenticity because like they're lying. They lose authenticity because they're exhausted.
Yeah.
How much would they try to be authentic every day? And they end up lying.
It's like, saying like, our parents or our ancestors would say, like, if you're telling a lie, then be smart enough to keep up with the lie.
Yeah.
And obviously, these influencers are crafting a life that is so fabricated from what they eat to what they dress to where they go to who they meet. Obviously, after a point, you give up. That is not being authentic. That is literally, like you said, being exhausted.
Yeah.
So,
Han doesn't even say take breaks. He says the real crisis is that we don't recognize ourselves without an audience.
who are we when nobody watches us? That is the question. And that's something we really need to sit and think. If nobody was there to watch us, if we are sitting behind a closed door on our bed with our snuggly toy, who are we really? Figure it out.